Poverty na big disease, oh. Poverty na big disease, oh. Anyway you see and kill am. Make e no come your way. Anyway you see and kill am. Make e no come your way.
My God.
Now so it just be. This is a St. Simon comedy, and I have a very brief gist for you. Happy Sunday to you. You're welcome. So today I'll be telling you about a young man, young, handsome, tall, huge man who was married to a very beautiful woman as well. And they had two kids, living very, very okay. But they are managing themselves anyway because there's no money, but there's peace in the marriage. They love each other. But something happened because he was invited by a rich friend into a rich church. And inside this rich church, the pastor usually share money almost every Sundays. So during the church, after everything, the pastor said, if you are coming into this church for the first time, wait for me after the church. So he waited. He was among the people that came for the first time. He waited. And the pastor shared 20,000 each person. Imagine waiting in Bina. When you there, they discuss how you want to take chop today. Come go church, they give you 20,000. Maybe better thing. So the guy have to go home with excitement, and it was jubilating that day. And the next Sunday, he attended the same church again. The pastor said, if you are above 35 years in this church, after church, wait for me. So all the men above 35 years, after the church, they waited, and the pastor gave them 50,000. Free money, no work. That's how it mean now. That's what it just be. So the next church again, no, the man come again. Pastor come say, okay, if you are in this church above 35 or 35, being a man, a young man, and you're searching due to money, you don't have money to marry, you want to marry, you're free to come out right now in this church this minute. So many people came out. Many came out because they are not married and they want to marry. Many came out because the usual thing, the money, they want to be part of it. So the man was among the people that came out because of the money. He's married, of course, but he came out because he believed that anytime the pastor calls out someone, something must come out of the pocket. So he went out with them, and they said, okay, take notes, write their names one after the other. So their names was given and written inside the notes. Then after written, the pastor gave everybody there 200,000 naira, and they sat down. Then the next church, they say, after the church that particular day, they say, okay, the next church, why coming? All these people that their names are written here, dress well. If you know your best dressing, your best anything in any way you think that is your best dressing, wear that day and come. So he said, okay, all of them that their name was written, they dressed very, very properly, okay, the next Sunday. So when they came, the pastor again called them out again. The reason is, the pastor has a daughter of 35 years who is not married. Though the girl is beautiful, you have a good character. There's no doubt about it. But she's not married. So the pastor wants someone who will marry that girl. And I'm just the way they understand. But the way I don't understand. The guy is cash now. My guy, understand that guy thing now. Yeah, so it just be. So when the guy came to the church, the pastor again called out everybody. He said, okay, those people, their names were written the other day. All of you can come out. So all of them came out. And he said, okay, I have a daughter, and here she is. I want her to look for anyone she like here. And if she found a love here, you know what will happen. I will definitely marry the person for her. I'll be the one to take over every expenses. I'll be the one to pay for the wedding, be the one to pay for the accommodation, everything they have or they need in this world. I'll be the one to take control of it. So the daughter started searching and searching and searching and searching, and finally landed on the man that I'm telling you about, that is married. Then the man said, Am I the one? Say, yes, you are the one. I love you. You're tall, you're handsome. I believe you have a good character also. You should be a loving man. So she chose the man. And everybody clapped for her. And the pastor said, okay, others can go and sit down. Then the man was the one um, choosing. And to be honest with you, that this particular day was very, very great. Because this pastor had the money. And everything in this church was very organized. You understand what I mean? Because there's camera everywhere, CCTV, everywhere was organized, decorated, and very well packaged. And the pastor made sure that within few minutes, wedding and everything was done. Ring, they don't put up for hand. Wedding be in a gown. They don't give them, all of them. Suits. Change everything within some minutes, do wedding, do everything. And the man became a married man again. So when the news started spreading, because